guys, I'm Brittany and this is Teddy and this is our YouTube channel. Teddy is my first dog and he is a Cavoodle or a Cavapoo. And so here, take a look. So for this channel we're just gonna record my experiences, our experiences of life together as puppy and first-time dog owner. When I decided that I wanted to get a dog, I did a ton of research and I read all about different dog breeds and tried to figure out what was going to be the best for me because I wanted to make the right choice and I wanted to make a long-term commitment. So, like I said, Teddy is a Cavapoo, sometimes called a Cavoodle, and that's a cross between a Cavalier, King Charles Spaniel, and a Poodle. And so I thought that for our first video, I would go through the list of pros and cons, and just kind of tell you if I agree with that list, if my experience with Ted has matched the pros and cons described on that list. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to be looking at a list of 11 Cavapoo pros and cons from a blog called Kelly's Thoughts on Things. I'll link the blog in the description so you guys can read more about it. But I'm just going to be talking about my experiences and how they match up with what's listed on this blog. So we'll start with the pros. Number one, the first pro is that the first pro is that the Cavapoo is a low shedding dog. I have to say that for Teddy, this is true. My experience has been really good. He sheds very little, and I am a person who has allergies, and so he doesn't really bother me. And it's great because I don't find hairs all around my apartment. And you can see I'm dressed for work right now. I'm a teacher, and so when I leave, I won't have a lot of hair on my clothes, which is awesome. Okay, so that is true. Number two, Cavapoos have a high life expectancy. Well, Teddy's just getting started. He's only 9 months old, but I hope that will be true for him. Number three, here's a pro. Cavapoos come in various sizes, colors, and coat textures. So that's also true. I don't really feel like that's a pro, but I mean, I guess it is because you can kind of choose the style of dog that you want. Teddy is kind of right in the middle. His fur is like not super curly and it's not super straight, so it's nice and soft. It's called a fleece coat, and so that's definitely what I would recommend. I guess they also come in lots of different colors, which is cool. Okay, next pro. Cavapoo is a small dog, has a height of 9 to 14 inches and a weight between 12 to 25 pounds. So that's true. Teddy weighs about 22.5 pounds. He's almost done growing. And I would say that this is a definite pro, at least for me. If you're somebody who lives in an apartment, and if you want a smaller dog, the Cavapoo's a great choice. But also, he is big enough to be active. So I'm a really active person. I love to be outside. I love to hike. I love to run. I love to walk. And so he is big enough to keep up with me, but small enough to fit comfortably in my apartment. Okay, another big pro is how cute they are. Obviously, that's definitely been true in my experience. Teddy's super cute, and people love to say hi to him because of that. Okay, number 6. Cavapoos are well known for their kind, affectionate, sensitive, and placid temperament. Devoted, curious, loving, and sociable. I will say this is definitely true. Teddy has a great personality. He's really social. He loves to meet new people. I haven't found one person yet that he's been timid toward or hesitant toward, so this has definitely been true for us. Next, have a high intelligence and high energy level. Yes, this is definitely true. So it doesn't seem like he has a higher energy level right now, but he can be very active. So my experience with him has been great. He kind of likes to chill when you want to chill, and he can keep up if you want to go on a hike or if you want to take a run or something like that. And also very smart. So it takes me about 5 minutes to get started teaching him something new. Just all of those basic skills like sit and stay were really easy to teach, which was great for me as a first-time dog owner. So I would definitely recommend a Cavapoo for that. Okay, highly intelligent and trainable dogs, fast learners. That's kind of the same as what we just talked about. So yes. Okay, cons. Now we're gonna move on to cons. So con number 1, not suited for busy owners. They need daily exercise and mental stimulation. I feel like this is kind of true for any dog. So, I mean, of course, obviously having a dog is a big commitment and it will take part of your time, but it can also be like a huge joy. Number 2, Cavapoos don't like to be left alone. So this is talking about separation anxiety. I will say that Teddy does not like to be left alone, but we have had some pretty great success with keeping a routine. So like I leave for work at the same time every day, I come home at the same time every day, and once we started doing that and there was a really solid routine, okay, hey, see ya. Once we started doing that and there was a really solid routine, it was kind of it was a lot easier on him. House training needs patience and consistency, as well as positive reinforcement methods. I think that this is true for any dog. I will say it was really easy to house train him. I don't know if this is the experience for every Cavapoo owner. If you have a Cavapoo and you want to comment below and let me know if it was a different experience for you, let me know. But it was really easy. So I just did the thing where I put a bell on the door and he rings the bell when he wants to go outside, and we only had a few accidents, to be honest. So my experience with potty training was really great. Grooming needs attention and time to keep the coat clean and soft. Okay, this is true. So Teddy has hair, and so it will just keep growing. If you don't get their hair cut, it will just keep growing, and they'll be like a big fur ball. Because their hair will keep growing and it's kind of curly, you also have to brush it. It's not a huge deal for me. Like he does really well in the bath, so I give him a bath once or twice a month, or when he's really dirty, and brush him maybe like once a week. And I've been taking him to the groomer once a month, but now he's had some good experiences at the groomer, so I think next time, this month, probably next week, we're going to, I'm gonna try to cut his hair myself. So I think that with some patience, it's not really a big deal. If you have like a patience and a routine and a good relationship with your dog, it's not a big deal. Not recommended for families with very young children. I don't have kids, but I will say that Teddy has been around a lot of kids and really loves them. So I'm not sure that I agree with this. Have the tendency to chase smaller animals if they are not accustomed to them. So this is true. When we're out on a walk or something, and if he sees a squirrel or a bird, he definitely wants to go after it. But maybe that's like part of being a puppy. I don't know if he'll grow out of some of that, or if that's something that a quality that will always be part of his personality. We'll have to see. Stay tuned. May develop certain hereditary health issues. Okay, so Teddy has no health issues that I know of so far. Like I said, he's 9 months old, so he's just kind of getting started in life. But hopefully he won't develop anything. Of course, Cavaliers are prone to some specific health issues, but so far so good. Cavapoos are very sensitive to heat, and if they become overheated, they can die. So this is another con. I will say we're just coming into spring right now where I live, and so things seem good so far. I live in a place we have kind of long winters, and summers that don't get super, super hot, so this might be more of a factor if you lived in like a really hot place. Okay, should not be over-exercised during childhood because they have sensitive joints and bones. Okay, so this I think is true for every puppy. I've read some articles about how you shouldn't over-exercise a puppy, even if they seem like they have a lot of energy, because it's not good for them because they're still developing. Like poodles, Cavapoos can become hyper and clingy following their owner around the house. Okay, this is true. Teddy likes to follow me everywhere. I know right now he's on the other end of the couch, but if I get up, if I go to another room, he'll be right behind me. So that's been definitely true for me. It doesn't really bother me a lot, but if that's something, if you want a dog that's distant from you, maybe you should get a cat. Okay, last, the Cavapoo is not recognized by the American Kennel Club because it is considered a hybrid breed. I don't see that as a con, really, but I mean, I guess if you're into that, it's something to consider. Okay, so that's the list of pros and cons. Thanks to Kelly's thoughts on things for that. I'll say, just kind of to finish up, he has been a great first dog for me. I'm going to talk more about that in some future videos, but I would definitely recommend the Cavapoo for friendliness, sociability, a great temperament, ease with training, and yeah, just a small dog that is up for adventures and loves people and other animals. So that's been my experience so far, and I look forward to sharing more with you guys in future videos. Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more, like and subscribe, and you can follow us on Instagram at Teddy__Ruffsevelt, link in the description.